Hi there, and welcome to the next video in our series about how to help students reach their maximum potential. And today we're going to look at the final one of our deficiency needs, which is the need for esteem. So what do we mean by esteem needs? So basically, it breaks down into two main sections. You've got self-esteem, which is how we feel about ourselves, which can have a big impact on what we do and how we react to different situations. And there's also a society need, esteem, where we're looking at how society views us and how we think, what's our perception of what people think of us, and that also builds into this idea of esteem. So what is the effect if we have actually got good esteem? Okay, well, first, we generally have better health, both mentally and physically, because we feel better about ourselves. We'll go out and we'll do exercise and things such as that. We're more productive, we're more successful, we take more risks, which is why we're more productive and more successful, and we generally have better relationships in our lives as well, both with friends and romantically and with our family. So Maslow actually breaks the esteem needs into two sections. There's the lower esteem needs, which are the kind of societal needs that we're looking at how people view us. So that's all about recognition and prestige and what our status is, and also maybe a bit of fame, how they view us. The other element is the higher esteem needs, which is our self-esteem. So that's your self-confidence, your physical strength, how you feel about yourself physically, your independence, and your competence in things that you do. So now we know what esteem is, let's think about how we can actually build our esteem and build esteem in others as well. An obvious way of building esteem is with awards and honours. Okay, gives people a feeling of self-respect, gives people a feeling of pride, and gives people a feeling that other people in society actually respect them for what they are and what they've done. Okay, now this is lots of people win awards and honours for things both inside of school, outside of school. And it's about making sure that we recognize these honors that they win and try and find ways of making sure we can honor them and reward people for doing and stepping up above and beyond what they normally do. The second element is actually giving people choice. Um, so if you give someone a choice, this can be a choice of, little choices like what they want on the car radio or things like that, or choice of what they're going to have to eat. These are little choices that are very simple to make, very very easy to give them control over, especially as they're younger. But as you go forward, things like the choice of what subjects they take when they have to choose option subjects, the choice of the career that they want to go into, we can advise, but the ultimate choice has to be theirs. We can't force them to do it. And if you give people choice, one, it builds trust. It gives them a sense of pride, gives them a sense of appreciation. And finally, it's that recognition from others that they're mature enough and sensible enough to make the right choice for them. The third one is about academic and non-academic achievements. So if we actually look at lots of people in school get great grades or win like awards for attendance and things in school, and quite often they try and brush it under the carpet, but they're really important. And the non-academic achievements for things such as playing in the sports teams or debating or any of the clubs that they join or are good at, games clubs, anything that we can give an achievement to or some praise for is really important. Doing this, it builds a bit of pride from the person, you know, gives them a bit of recognition that other people are recognizing that they've actually gone above and beyond and they're, either academically or non-academically and they're doing well. And we're giving them praise for what they're good at. And it also builds their self-confidence as well, because it makes them feel that actually what I'm good at is worthwhile and it is worthwhile pursuing and carrying on doing. The fourth idea is giving the opportunity to share ideas on things. It, you know, when you're at home, you're making decisions about things that are going on at home. Maybe if it's sensible to do so, get some ideas off the young people that live with you. Get them to present back to you or tell you what they've been doing at school and how they've been performing and what they feel how it's going or how they feel that their sports teams are doing and things like that. This idea about asking them to share their ideas and almost present back or tell you what's going on for them, it kind of builds their self-confidence because it means that they're worth listening to. That's the validation in eyes of their peers that they're worth listening to, their ideas are worthwhile. And it also means that they're more likely in the future to take risks. And risks are, I'm not talking about dangerous risks, but risks in your learning are what really push you forward and make your learning journey ever much more efficient and better for you. So the next one is about luxury products and services. Now, we know that these are designed to engage our esteem needs, okay, because it gives us that recognition from others and also that recognition from ourselves that we're worth it. Now, I'm not saying that we all go out there and buy a Porsche, a really big luxury product, but it could be something small. So for me, it was about actually going out and getting myself, a suit to wear for school rather than just a shirt and tie, because it made me feel smarter, made me feel like I looked better. It made me feel that other people were looking at me differently, like I was more, I should be taken more seriously. And that made a big difference for my esteem needs. So for other people, it could just be, the fact that you value yourself enough to treat yourself to a massage, or you buy yourself one item of clothing, which is like a standout item, to go with everything else. Or it could just be about making sure that, you look good every day with your uniform being good and proper, rather than kind of all over the place, or taking the time to go out and get yourself a new pair of shoes if you need a new pair of shoes. These things are, I know they say they're luxury products, but it's all about you telling yourself and you telling the people around you that you're worth it, and you're worth that extra bit of time and that extra bit of money to treat yourself to something that's worthwhile. Okay. So the next one, as well as the achievements, it links into that. It's about recognizing and pushing people's talents. We're all talented in different ways. Some people academically, some in other aspects of their lives, non-academic sports or debating or anything like that. And it's about recognizing them and going, you know what, you should carry on with that. You should really do that. That's really important. It builds that self-recognition within the person. It builds their self-worth because they realize that what I'm good at is actually worthwhile and people recognize that I'm good at it. And that recognition from peers and society helps build those societal esteem needs as well. So that's another really important one. Okay, the seventh one's about promotion and increment. So this is about saying that recognizing when someone's done something well and someone's done something worthwhile, and going, you know what, that's a really good job, that's well worthwhile. I'm going to give you a promotion or a bit of an increment in what's going on. So when you're talking about dealing with young people at home, I know for my son, definitely the promotion for him was, oh yeah, I can see that you've matured and you're starting to help around the house a lot more. We recognize that, so therefore we are giving you the bonus of a little bit of a later bedtime or a little bit more pocket money. And for him, that made a big difference to his self-worth. And he then felt that he was recognized for the work that he was doing, and that built his recognition need. And it also choice and reward as well, because it's their choice to go above and beyond. You're rewarding them for doing that. And you can also give them a choice of the reward as well, which is something that we've used at home with our son quite a lot. So this idea about rewarding someone for something that they've done really well and for going above and beyond. And this next one's one which is really important, but not a lot of people do it as much as they should. And that's volunteering, giving your time to help other people out, okay? Or help out animals or something else. Now, this builds your self-respect because you're doing something extra and you're giving back to other people. And it also builds a respect of society and others towards you as well. Okay, other people look at you different, go, oh my God, that person's someone who's really caring and giving because they're giving something back. Now, volunteering can be lots of different things. You could be volunteering to go and read at a nursing home, or in a local hospital for the children. You could be volunteering to walk the dogs at a dog's home, or walking your next door neighbour's dog if they can't get out, or helping out with somebody's garden if they're not able to do it. It could be um, simple as one of those things, volunteering to look after your younger siblings so your parents can have a night off, or whatever. These things actually build your self-respect and also build the respect of others looking at you because they can see that you're willing to give your time and help other people out. For me, it was when I was doing my Duke of Edinburgh and I was volunteering in a charity shop, just helping sort the clothes and everything else. I was giving something back. It wasn't a huge impingement on my time, but it meant that I felt better about myself because I was giving something back. The final one, keeping physically fit. And this is all about your kind of appearance and how you feel about yourself as well. So when I say keeping physically fit, I'm not talking everyone goes out and runs a marathon. I'm saying it could be walking, it could be going to the gym, it could be cycling. Any time when you do a little bit of exercise, your body releases hormones into your system, which are feel good hormones, and they make you feel better about yourself, as well as you know making you look a bit, making you feel that you look better in the eyes of society and everything else. So I know that's one of the big things that causes low self-esteem, which is when people feel that they don't look good and they feel that other people looking at them see someone that they're not, if that makes sense. So firstly, keeping a bit fitter helps build a stronger body. It makes you feel better about how you look as well. And you also get recognition from peers, which is important for your esteem needs, to go, actually, people are recognizing that I'm doing something to try and make myself a bit fitter. So overall, I would say that esteem is really important for all of us. We can all help grow the esteem of others just by, recognizing the achievements and talents of other people, giving them choices, and listening to their feedback, complimenting people about, their physical appearance and as well as other things that they've done, their achievements and their talents, and also encouraging people to give something back, a bit of charity work, a bit of volunteering, just to build that self-esteem and that esteem that other people see in them. I hope you found this useful and helpful, and tune in next time for our next video, where we'll start looking at the needs where, instead of it being deficiency and we look for it more and more as we don't have them, we'll start looking at needs where the more we get, the more we want. Okay, bye.